In the rolling hills of southwestern France, tucked away in a quiet commune, lies a place where time seems to stand still. Hidden within the shelter of a rock is a story etched in stone, a story of struggle, resilience, and ultimately hope. Here in the heart of France, more than a century ago, in the year 1908, the world bore witness to one of the most pivotal moments in the study of human evolution. This was the place where the nearly complete skeleton of a Neanderthal, a creature long thought to be nothing more than a brute beast of the past, was unearthed. This individual, who would come to be known as La Chapelle aux Saints I, or simply the Old Man, was more than just a collection of bones. He was a window into a world long gone, a silent storyteller whose bones whispered tales of hardship, endurance, and the surprising complexity of Neanderthal society. Today, this site is not just an archaeological wonder, but a place of profound reflection, a place where we confront the harsh realities of our past and the indomitable spirit that has brought us to where we are today. Welcome to the channel. Step back in time to the Ice Age Europe. Envision a world vastly different from our own. A world where woolly mammoths roam the frozen plains and Neanderthals hunt for survival. Picture a harsh environment where winters bite deep and resources are scarce, where every step is a struggle and every day is a battle against the elements. This was the world that the Old Man knew. He wasn't your typical Neanderthal, at least not in the way we often imagine them. While others of his kind may have roamed the lands as fearsome hunters, he was not a mighty warrior. His story is one of survival against all odds, a testament to the will to live that can conquer even the harshest of environments. He was born into a world of ice and peril, yet somehow managed to navigate its challenges, living longer than many of his contemporaries and enduring hardships that would have broken the spirit of most. As we delve into his tale, keep in mind that his story isn't just about a Neanderthal's struggle for survival. It's about the triumph of the human spirit, a spirit that can endure even in the darkest of times. Remember, he lived around 60,000 years ago, a time when life on Earth was far from easy. The chances of survival were slim, especially for those who couldn't rely on their physical prowess alone. The Old Man's survival into old age raises a fundamental question. How did he manage to live so long in such a brutal environment, especially given the physical limitations imposed by his ailments? It's a query that has echoed through the halls of scientific thought, prompting countless theories and examinations. What made him an outlier among his species, enabling him to defy the odds and reach an age when many of his kind were no longer among the living? The answer lies hidden in the intricate details of his skeleton, in the silent narrative written in bone and cartilage. Let's take a closer look at the man himself. The Old Man was no ordinary Neanderthal. He was a member of a small group of Neanderthals who lived in southwestern France, and his life was marked by several health issues that would have tested the limits of endurance for anyone. His teeth, once a source of power in his youth, had become a source of pain and struggle later in life. Severe tooth loss and bone resorption meant that eating solid food became a Herculean task, a test of strength that few could have matched. Imagine trying to chew a piece of meat when most of your teeth are missing. The task is daunting, yet he did it day after day, year after year, his jaw aching with each bite. But his jawbone wasn't the only silent sufferer. His bones bore witness to the relentless march of osteoarthritis, a degenerative joint disease that can be as debilitating as it is painful. Each step he took, every movement he made was a reminder of the toll that age and infirmity had taken on his body. These conditions, while common in our modern world, were rarely found in Neanderthal remains. They paint a stark picture of a life filled with discomfort, a life where even the simplest actions could turn into battles of will and pain tolerance. Yet despite these infirmities, he didn't merely survive. He thrived. He lived longer than many of his peers, a feat in itself. And he did so not in spite of his ailments, but perhaps because of them. His survival points to a critical aspect of Neanderthal society that we often overlook: their social structure. Neanderthals were not just solitary hunters or nomadic bands. They were members of tight-knit communities bound by ties of kinship and mutual support. It's possible that the Old Man's longevity was not a solitary achievement, but a communal one. His group may have rallied around him, providing him with food, shelter, and care, ensuring his survival even when his body failed him. This interpretation is not just a product of academic curiosity. It is a revelation that challenges our preconceived notions of Neanderthal life and paints a more nuanced and compassionate picture of these ancient humans. It shows a society that cared for its own, a society that valued its elders and ensured that no one was left behind. To truly understand the old man's story, we must look beyond his physical ailments and examine the social tapestry that may have held the key to his survival. His existence suggests that Neanderthal society was more complex and compassionate than previously thought, a society that embraced its members regardless of their physical limitations. It's a story that transcends time, reminding us that the bonds of family and community can sometimes be the strongest force of all. Now let's move to the next point. We know that Neanderthals have often been portrayed as uncultured brutes, a caricature that has solidified in popular culture. This portrayal couldn't be further from the truth. The old man's story challenges this misconception head-on, presenting us with a view of Neanderthals that is more realistic and undeniably human. The old man was not just a victim of circumstance. He was a survivor, someone who endured immense physical challenges to live a full life. His story invites us to reconsider the narratives that have been woven about Neanderthals for generations. It calls for a shift in perspective, urging us to see them not as uncivilized monsters, but as complex, resourceful, and deeply human beings. Furthermore, the old man's existence challenges the notion that Neanderthals were somehow inferior to Homo sapiens. His struggle for survival in a harsh environment, coupled with his eventual triumph over adversity, shows a level of adaptability and resilience that is truly remarkable. He lived not in spite of his physical challenges, but because of them, thanks to the support of his community. This tells us that Neanderthals were capable of social organization and emotional depth that rivals our own. His story is a testament to the universality of the human experience, a reminder that our struggles and triumphs are timeless, that our capacity for endurance and love knows no bounds. The old man's story challenges us to confront the biases that have shaped our understanding of the past. It urges us to examine our perceptions of what it means to be human and to celebrate the diversity of experiences that have made us who we are today. It is a call to action to rewrite the narrative of the past and to ensure that the legacy of the old man is one of respect, understanding, and celebration. Imagine the sight that greeted archaeologists when they first uncovered the old man's skeleton in the year 1908. Picture a time when the understanding of human evolution was still in its nascent stages, and the discovery of a nearly complete Neanderthal skeleton was nothing short of groundbreaking. The initial reaction to the old man's remains was one of intrigue and scientific fervor. His skeleton provided a wealth of information about Neanderthal anatomy, physiology, and way of life. The careful excavation of his remains was not just a moment of discovery. It was a moment of transformation in our understanding of human history. However, as with many groundbreaking discoveries, the interpretation of the old man's story was not straightforward. The prevailing view of Neanderthals at the time was that of a primitive, brutish species, a view that was reinforced by the harsh environmental conditions in which they were believed to have lived. This led to the initial portrayal of the old man as a creature defined by its physical ailments and struggles for survival. But as time went on, a more nuanced and compassionate interpretation emerged. As scientists delved deeper into the details of his skeleton, they uncovered a story of resilience, endurance, and social support that challenged the existing narratives. This shift in perspective was not just an academic exercise. It was a revolution in the way we viewed Neanderthals. It forced us to confront our own biases and to examine the complexities of human evolution in a more comprehensive light. The old man's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of open-minded inquiry and the transformative power of scientific discovery. It shows that our understanding of the past is not static, but evolves with new evidence and fresh perspectives. It's a lesson that continues to shape the field of archaeology and anthropology, urging us to embrace the unknown and to celebrate the richness of human experience in all its forms. The discovery of the old man's remains was more than just an archaeological find. It was a catalyst for change, a catalyst that has helped us see ourselves and our past in a new light. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button for more videos and leave a comment below with your thoughts, feedback, or suggestions for future topics. Subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And remember to share for more insights into the fascinating world of history.